Most of us at some point have experienced what it is like to try and lose weight. But have you ever tried to lose weight by eating more? The idea that taking away is the only way to lose weight is a misconception. There is a way to add things into your lifestyle, such as exercise, that speed up your dieting process and decrease your sense of deprivation, including breakfast. Eating breakfast in the morning helps you lose weight. Three main factors that contribute to this are 1. Breakfast speeds up your metabolism, 2. A filling breakfast satisfies cravings that will later kick in, and 3. Eating breakfast causes you to intake fewer calories throughout the day. First, breakfast speeds up your metabolism. According to experts from the website Meals Matter, a website focusing on improving healthy eating habits, while you're sleeping, your body is basically fasting for the amount of time that you're asleep. During this fasting period, your blood glucose level drops. Glucose is blood sugar that fuels brain and physical activity. If you skip breakfast, your blood sugar level will stay down. A quote from Elizabeth Politi, a nutrition manager at Duke University Medical School: "When you don't eat breakfast, you're actually fasting for 15 to 20 hours, so you're not producing the enzymes needed to metabolize fat to lose weight." This deprivation of food in the morning causes you to have less energy, and this lack of energy leads to not wanting to do physical activity that could have brought your metabolic rate up. Without replenishing glucose levels with breakfast, your metabolism slows, causing you to burn fewer calories throughout the day. This leads to an increase in cortisol levels, and cortisol is a stress hormone that can reduce in fat storage if levels become too high. If eating breakfast could have prevented all of these downfalls, you would think that more people would eat breakfast. But, in fact, according to the IFIC, or the International Food Information Council, only 46% of Americans eat breakfast on a regular basis, even though 92% of Americans felt that it was the most important meal of the day. Of those people that do not eat breakfast regularly, 66% are overweight, which is a large portion of people. Out of people not eating breakfast, the reason for 59% of people was because they were not hungry right after they wake up, and 54% of the people said that they do not have enough time in the morning to have a meal. The National Weight Control Registry of California tracked the habits of 4,000 people who lost a minimum of 30 pounds and kept that weight off for at least 1 year. 80% of these people that were tracked ate breakfast on a regular basis. According to Dr. Stokes, a nutritional advisor who wrote his findings on WebMD, said that some breakfast is better than no breakfast. But this brings me to my second point. Second, a filling breakfast satisfies cravings that will later cause in-between meal eating. A high-fiber breakfast fills you up and stays with you for a long period of time, causing you to not have in-between meal cravings. According to Dr. Chain, a nutritionist, low energy density foods hold your hunger over for longer. Low energy density means that you can have more of a particular food, but intake fewer calories than you would if you were eating a high energy density product. Examples of low energy density foods include fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. A high energy density food would be something like a bagel, which in reality is equivalent to eating 5 slices of bread. Eating early keeps you from starvation eating, which means that you are hungry later on in the day, but you choose to satisfy your hunger with something convenient, such as a bag of potato chips. Studies done by Elizabeth Politi, again, the nutritionist from Duke University Medical School, said that eating a big breakfast full of carbohydrates and lean proteins actually helps you lose even more weight. In the morning, your brain needs energy quickly, so if you do not eat enough early on, then the body will look for energy in other places, such as muscles, and will destroy muscle tissue. If you eat enough food in the morning for breakfast, it will fill you up for later on in the day, which causes you to not intake as much food. This brings me to my last point. Third, eating breakfast causes you to intake fewer calories throughout the day. Studies from the University of Texas at El Paso confirm that breakfast consumers eat about 100 less calories per day. This may not seem like a lot, but this actually adds up to a 10-pound weight loss over the course of a year. Another study from the University of Texas states that the number of calories consumed for breakfast equals the number of calories removed from your overall diet. A government-funded study on adults showed that regular breakfast eaters were more likely to work out, which burns calories, and in particular, women tended to eat fewer calories during the day. In conclusion, eating breakfast satisfies your cravings, causes you to intake fewer calories during the day, and speeds up your metabolism. With these points and the supporting evidence, it is safe to say that eating breakfast in the morning helps you lose weight.